Hey, good news, good news. So my mom just called and she's talking about, do you want to get a meal on Sunday? And I'm like, well, I don't really eat, with everybody on Sunday. And she's like, well, you guys save your money and everything, because I got paid on the 31st at night. And so I'm like, okay. And then she's like, bring over your laundry and all this stuff. I live in a casita. It's like a separate kind of room from the main house. And so then she's like, I'm like, are you going to watch SNL tonight? And she's looking it up. And then she's like, I got mail today from Jonathan Kleck. And I'm like, what? And she's like, it has no name on it. And it looks, I said, is it like a mass thing that he sent out? And she said, it kind of looks like that. And she said, it's talking about the serpent as the Vatican. And she read some of it and said it was interesting. And and I was like, "Is it a DVD?" And she said, "It's a writing with color." And I'm like, "What?" And so um, that's the first mail I've gotten since Kevin, since Craig reached out to me. Um, and that was email, remember, because he got a hold of my family and then he reached my email that is shut down now. I can't go back to that because of because it's connected to my channels. And I've got so many channels now. I've got about 19 channels. So kind of, to spread the word. And then also I get anxious and have to shut it down because I'm thinking people are looking at it and stuff. And but yeah, when I end up going over to the main house at some point, I'm gonna look at that from Jonathan Kleck, and just want to say he's done a great job. I know he got attacked like a pretty much a year and a half ago. Had to shut down his main channel, and then he got back on with a few people helping him, and now he has a channel that is like his. It's kind of like his main channel again, and so I just want to say he's done a great job, and I can't believe that he sent that. I mean, I know like Hourly Watch does the wedding feast and the rapture letters. I just haven't been in the right place at the right time to get one of those. But to get something in the mail like that, that's big, man. And have my family look at it, that's big because I'm a foster situation. My mother is Diana from Wales, and my dad is Anton LaVey, who cut off and was Heath Ledger. I really had to open up my mind outside the box to accept these things. I mean, like my birth certificate's fake. I was born in right when King Tubby died in '89. Um, I really had to like think outside the box. 7711 really helped me with that. Um, and they've taken care of me, but it's also kind of like a curse sort of thing. And because I got in trouble and stuff, they don't look at any of that end times information. So this is the first time that my mom's gotten somebody from like a legit source. Um, and maybe my dad looked at it too. I don't know, but like my dad's side is fully Catholic, and they're like really Catholic. I mean, when I was in a dark place, um, they sent me books and stuff on Mary worship and stuff like that. And, like I had to like get all that out of the place I was in. Like it was really bad, man. Like, um, I'm like I've never prayed to Mary. Like I don't do that, and I've told people not to. And even my brother's wedding, right before we went out there for him to get married, I was the best man, and I said like, look, you don't have to pray to Mary. And he was like, I pray to Jesus. And then we went out there, and that was kind of like I took my stand and was like, look, like if you feel like you're being pushed, like don't do this. That's kind of what I was saying by saying that. And so like my brother is fully Catholic, my grandfather is, and then my dad is kind of like he's kind of a little bit lukewarm with it because he believes in Jesus very strongly. I know he does. And he's very humble. He's a very humble man. Like so much so that it's comparable to like Moses, how his heart is. Like he would never say something to somebody like the thing is that he's very like Chicago. He's very open about stuff, but he's also very humble and like very timid at heart. Um, so, and then my brother is kind of like my grandpa, where they're very Catholic, you know. Um, so, like me and my dad are in between those two, kind of, and then like my uncle Mark is not very Catholic either, and then my uncle George is not like real Catholic either, and he's kind of more like he's got a son-in-law that kind of like smokes and stuff, and I think his son Ryan kind of smokes, and I know like Dan Barron kind of had some run-ins with Ryan, and so they're not real Catholic either. And then like my aunt Sharon, I don't think she really believes that much, or she believes in her own thing, like she's very to herself. And the family's real divided over dance. It kind of ruined my family. Um, like, like some people take ballet, but like they do like not exotic, but like these competitions like cheerleader type dance. It's very competitive. Um, and like, and then my aunt Kathy is a little bit Catholic, and then my aunt Donna isn't very Catholic, and she's married to kind of like a Mexican, but he's very white. He's not very tan, and kind of like a Spaniard Mexican, De Leon, and so yeah, like I guess the only one who kind of went that Catholic route is more my brother, and he's more Orthodox of it, like my grandfather is, you know, and it's because of his wife, you know. Um, so, and then my mom's side, um, they're more like evangelical, you know. Thank you. Have a good night.